If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll get you a microphone.
Will there be a Sina Racha in every pot if you win, Senator?
You know, I'm a dreamer, so that answer is yes.
Where else can you actually find Sina Racha besides at the market?
Well, Sina Racha, I'm not really trying to be the hot sauce queen. I'm more focused on helping our farmers and this local food community. And what I'm actually thinking of doing is having the proceeds of Sina Racha fuel programming and work that would get folks to that next level. Because I think right now, our farmers, we're growing, especially emerging farmers, there's an issue with brand identity. We go to the market, we see Hmong growers, we go to the market, and we see just, no story behind it. And that's why farmers markets are special, because you get to learn where your food comes from, how it's produced, and support local. And so as I go on this journey with Sina Racha and thinking about selling it at farmers markets across the state once those peppers grow later this fall, I'm hoping that I can then be an example and help lead and hold hands for other farmers to create other value-added products and that sort of thing. So that answer is you'll only find it at farmers markets, because that's my jam.
I was just wondering, are there programs to help emerging farmers get property? Because farm property is so expensive and it's so often just handed down generationally. Are there programs that you're working on or that you know of to help people get established?
Yeah, so with Minnesota Farmers Market Association, we're really trying to address that issue, and we're doing it in a way where it's partly through what I've heard all these years, right? And so just this year we launched this program called Grow Your Green. There's two parts to it. One side is profitability, because we're here to make money, right? And second is access to markets. And so the profitability side is important because as MFMA, as we are a resource and support for local farmers, we're finding that there are obstacles and barriers that our emerging farmers are going through. And for example, like insurance. Farmers need to have 3 years of Schedule F tax returns in order to get loans, and a lot of times it's cash-only businesses. And so we created a space with Grow Your Green, which we just launched this March, where I brought up 66 emerging farmers. We rented out this resort, and for 3 days, we just taught about farm profitability. And then we created a coaching program. So once a month, I sit one-on-one with the farmers, and we just talk about your finances, your records, and so that they don't feel like they're doing this journey alone. And then once we get them set and scheduled away with their Schedule Fs, then we can walk them through loan options and that sort of thing. I'm really excited because the market access side is all about branding and telling your story so that these farmers can compete in the marketplace. And right now, everybody cross your fingers, please cross your fingers. Minnesota Department of Agriculture is partnering with me to grow the Grow Your Green market access side, and so that we can get more farmers in a space with an identity, and they can sustain themselves, and we could really change the way that we all are in local food. And I believe emerging farmers are the future of local food.
It seems like you have implemented a lot of cool new ideas over your years running the markets. Where do you go to find examples of inspiration or like other programs that have worked to implement? Just like where do you look for inspiration for these programs?
Yeah, every month I go on a state leadership call. So all of the states across the United States, we come together on a Zoom call and we talk about that very thing. Like, what is happening in your state? What are the programs that you're doing? How can we work together? We're working on the Farm Bill right now. And we get inspiration from each other in the processes. And so I'm really learning from my peers.
Hi, Sina.
Hi.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Market Bucks program and how someone could get involved advocating for that program to help farmers?
Yeah, absolutely. So Market Bucks, there's an organization called Hunger Solutions, and they provide the support to farmers to have the actual Market Bucks. Once the farmers markets have it themselves, it's up to them on how they organize it. Last year during the legislative session, we asked for $4.5 million of support from the legislator to support farmers markets. We got $100,000, you know, better than nothing. But that money is now allocated just to start food access programs at farmers markets across the state. And so there is 375 farmers markets, but only about 100 of them have access to Market Bucks right now. And so we're hoping that these funds can get started, other markets then can give away Market Bucks. And what I learned and how I grew our $50,000 EBT program to $250,000 in Market Bucks and token exchange programs, it was a little bit of money and a lot of help from people. And so if you have the opportunity to volunteer, it's almost like a banking system. It's real money. If you have an opportunity to volunteer at Market, ask them if they have a food access program. That's where I would say where you could help.
Good morning, Sina.
Good morning.
Thank you for sharing your time, your stories, and your energy. I'm so excited to meet you. What do you like to do I know you feed off other people. My husband's the same way. What's your downtime like? What do you like to do for fun?
Oh yeah, the farmers call me Sina Joy. That's my nickname. So I like to have fun. I'm usually at a farmer's market. But I'm a cook. I love, love, love to cook. And so this year I'll be doing a cookbook. Yes, so everybody has my recipe cards on there. It's a fried rice with sriracha yum yum sauce. Every month from May to October, I'll be releasing one recipe that is of Cambodian food, and all the ingredients are going to be inspired by local farmers market ingredients. And so I'll be able to share a little bit of my culture and food, and then I'll be doing farmers market demos across the state to share people a taste of Cambodian food.
Hi, full disclosure, I'm from the Mill City Farmers Market. So this is a leading question, but what I know you from the market and I see your market hall and it's so good. Like, what would you suggest to people about shopping more creatively at the market, about some tips for how they can sort of stretch out of their comfort zone a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. My message to you all is markets are open year-round. I'm actually going to be starting a winter market this year as well, because local food is always available. I think we, with Minnesotans, with the weather, we think it's just May to October, but it's year-round. And so the first stop you need to make is the farmer's market, because just like my peppers, I can't make sriracha right now. You gotta check out what is local. I know as a society, we're just used to just getting everything whenever we want it. But the first thing you do is be inspired by what's available right now. All the hard work that our farmers do to get that produce on the table, buy that first and then supplement at the grocery store. So that's what I'll be doing with my recipes as I walk through those aisles, talk to the farmers, see what's good, buy ugly vegetables. Sometimes they're the better tasting ones, to be honest with you. And so my advice is to start at the farmer's market and then go to your grocery store, however you find your food. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sina. Thanks for being here today. So you are a new entrepreneur, but in your area of passion, and you're in a room full of a lot of creative and self-employed people. So what do you need next in your business?
I need you
and
all
could somebody
to,
here help you, maybe?
Yes, please. A lot of the things that have happened is because I've been very vocal. I'm not shy about my hopes and my dreams. And as I go out there in the world and try these new ideas, if you want to come into this space and be a part of it, I'm all ears. Like that photo shoot over there, my girl, she was like, Sina, let me take some pictures of you. And I'm like, yes. So as I go along this journey, there's things that I know that I'm not sure that I even need it. So ideas are welcome, communication. But really, as I navigate this space and I create space for new, like for our emerging farmer community to show up. As simple as that is to show up and support.
Okay, disclosure also, I know Sina, I run a winter farmers market only. She came and visited, it was very fun. So we talked a little bit about making time to understand that there is a problem with local food, and you're very positive, and I think that's the way we get people excited about stuff, but how do you bring people back to the issue of like, our food system really and truly is broken, but in a way that moves us forward? That's a hard question, so sorry.
Yeah, it is a hard question, and you know, when you're in a space with all these like-minded folks and you come across a situation with having to share what these issues are, I feel like it could make you want to quit almost, you know, because it's just like, I'm saying this over and over and over again that we have an issue here, but everyone else is in their own world with like-minded folks. And so food is so powerful. Food is so powerful. It's where we can have common ground to speak and love and learn on each other and to show kindness and to really just try to understand each other. And I'm struggling with it. You know, I was born near the tiger. My dad calls me Kla, that is tiger in Cambodia, because I'm a feisty, spicy woman. So there's a lot of situations where I've butt heads with folks too, but going back to your why and understanding why you do this in the first place brings me back to that moment where it's like, let it go, Sina. Put it back into the universe and remember that we're just trying to help one another eat local food, support one another. This woman's if you want to learn how to grow food, you need to talk to this woman. So my advice is just to find common ground, to start there.
Hi, I just wanted to ask you being that involved with markets, farmer markets, how do you deal with food waste? Because I'm guessing you don't sell out every single day.
Yeah, so the work that I did with Minnesota Farmers Market, the food access and rescue side was really important to me. The organization, like the food group and the Good Acre, for example, as our farmers go throughout the day, there's funding out there so that they can buy produce from our farmers and then distribute it out to different places where people need food. And what I really love about that is a lot of these organizations are thinking about culturally relevant food. Like at the market, Minneapolis, I'm sure you've walked through those aisles, like, what is this, you know? And we have communities come out and buy in the bulk, I'm telling you, because they're like, I can't get this fresh anywhere. I can't get these, leafy mustard greens, all three. So I'm gonna pickle them, I'm gonna save them, and we're gonna have this available to us all year. We also have the food group would come into the Minneapolis Farmers Market with a crew of people wearing neon colored vests. They would come and pick up produce that our farmers would then donate. Instead of it having go to the compost, they would donate it, and that would then be distributed out. But for me, with Sina War, I think about Twin Tiger brand as an overarching company that will share my culture through food. So I think about the hot sauce, how I make it is I strain out the seeds, and then I have this spicy leftover. Like, I don't want to throw that away. So my mom and I are creating a seasoning on it, and we're gonna create another Cambodian dish out of it. And so we want to teach people how to do that. With Minnesota Farmers Market Association, we're doing a lot of work in teaching folks how to be cottage food vendors. And so, if you didn't sell all those berries, people will make jams and jellies. And we're really focusing efforts towards our emerging farmer communities that come from different places. And so the Minnesota Department of Agriculture can recognize that there's more than just hot sauce and jams and jellies. There's other type of really cool cultural foods that we can sell, license, and they can then save that food, right, and turn it into something else that's value added. And so that's some of the work that we're doing right now.
All right, yeah, snaps. Let's give Sina a round of applause. That's perfect. All right. A couple wrap-up comments. I don't really want to trip on this, though. Big thank you to Sina for sharing your spiciness and during Earth Month, so I think it all fits in really well. There we go. I want you to take like 2 minutes as we close out here and turn to a neighbor, turn to someone you know, you don't know, somebody new. Give him your name, give her your name. And I want you to talk about this. What is your spice in your creativity? What is your spice in your life? Maybe it's something that's inspiring to you. Maybe it's something that kind of gets you fired up. Maybe it's something that is just, in the back of your mind that maybe you haven't paid enough attention to lately. I'm going to leave it kind of wide open with our theme. Talk about that. What is your spice?
In college, I hopped a freight train to Montana. This is really don't. I know. But I just ever since then I've been just kind of a fiend about trains. These train units, man. Yeah. I'm coming back on. Be careful, man. This weekend is World Pinhole Day. Pinhole photography.
All right, everybody. We're going to wrap up this morning. These are great conversations to continue having. As you guys leave today, we have probably some coffee left, kombucha. So make sure you grab a bottle of kombucha on your way out, and there's still some food. So there's time to hang out and time to be with each other and continue these conversations. I'm going to do a couple wrap-up announcements, and then you guys can stay. You can stay long enough to have a beer if you want, whatever you have going on today. Big thank you to all of our volunteers. This might not be all of their faces, but raise your hand again if you were a volunteer this morning. Thank you so much. Takes a lot of work to put on these, but we love doing it because it's fun to get everybody together in these rooms and hear from awesome, amazing speakers and just be together. So big thank you. Here's our Instagram handle if you want to tag us in anything. We will be reposting those today as we go. And as always, if you have suggestions for how to make Creative Mornings better, more inspiring, more connected, more of what you need in a creative community, we are here to listen. Here are a couple examples of things that are tangible that you could help us with. Number one, we need photographers. If you know a photographer or you're a photographer, go talk to Travis. Travis does a lot of our videos, and he would love more people on the team to help out with that tangibly. So there's one way you might be able to serve. Another way would be, we need a projector and a screen. There are some venues that don't have that we would like to go to. So maybe you have one laying around in your garage. Maybe you are going to be garage sailing this summer like I am, and you see some of that. We have like a little wish list of things that we need as an organization. And again, that's just one idea. So let us know if that's in your wheelhouse. And then as always, we need partnerships. We need people that would want to come alongside of us and help us with breakfast, help us with coffee, help us to do all of the different things. So all of the different connections, venue ideas, things like that. We have a lot of people that have really supported Creative Mornings through the years. We're always kind of curious to continue to grow and find new ways to do that. So if you're interested in photographers, talk to Travis. If you are interested, if you have a projector and screen, you can talk to any of us who are volunteers. And for partnerships, where are y'all? Brian, Callie, me, anybody. We will talk to you about it and let you know how you might be able to help out. And once again, if you weren't hearing me, there's food on the way out. Make sure you grab some so we don't have to take it all home. Food and kombucha and whatnot. Thank you so much for being here this morning. Really excited to have you come back next month. We're going to be pushing our date out a little bit. We usually try to do the 3rd or 4th weekend, but we're going to be on May 31st over at Pica, back at one of our favorite spots. So save that on your calendar. More details will be coming out soon via email and socials, and we'll see you again soon. So thank you for coming to Creative Mornings.